Hello again from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant, and this is our football media days for 2021, our preparation and preview of the 2021 football season for the Big South. Very happy to have with me right now head coach of the Charleston Southern Buccaneers, Autry Denson. Coach, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's jump right into it by talking about where we've been recently. It's been a weird year. You played football in the spring. You had an abbreviated season, 2-2 in conference games. What were some of the takeaways from the spring campaign that you can build on?
I think the biggest thing is just the blessing to actually have had a season after all the obstacles we had to overcome, and so many people did a phenomenal job, including our young men and so many other folks, to make that come together. And then I think from an athletic standpoint, it was a chance to have a really in-depth evaluation period during the spring that you normally wouldn't get because you were able to play competition that wasn't yourself.
That wasn't that long ago, really, as we head right into another season here. With just a few months separating, how do you approach this year's preseason going into the opener? And are there any specific changes in preparation or concerns?
I won't say concerns. I think that one of the things you're always trying to do is figuring out how to recover your guys and get them rest. More than COVID, they're college students, so the thing called sleep really never happens. So I want to say with it being a short amount of time, you are trying to even be more intentional or more demanding of your guys to take advantage of the time you give them. But football is always a game where you're trying to get your guys rest, and you're fighting against social media, you're fighting against home commitments, you're fighting against everything else. So same mindset, trying to make sure we get those guys to recover, just being a little bit more demanding and getting them to follow suit.
Well, it's a lot of familiar names, certainly, that you're working with. 76 letter winners, 22 starters back this fall. How does that experience translate into expectations, and who are you counting on for leadership on both sides of the ball?
You know what I would say? It's good to have guys that have been through it. Again, with some of our younger guys that aren't even on there, one of the things that you took away from the spring is that you got those freshmen who aren't necessarily freshmen because you were able to see them in live bullets and action and things of that nature. So familiarity always helps because it's all about just in depth, trying to ingrain that culture in your guys, which translates to the expectations on the field. So it helps, but at the same time, we still are trying to go out there and figure out how to do it on a consistent basis. So again, just trying to get our guys to buy in every play, all the time, in every facet of their life, to live that culture, which should lead to consistent winning results.
Right. And who are we looking to for leadership on each side?
I would say, obviously, on offense, man, you have to begin and end with your quarterback. So Jack Chambers, he's been around a while, old man in the room, old man in the building. So looking at him, but on defense and everywhere else, it's everybody. We're really trying to do a really good job of bringing our other guys along. And so the leaders that we do have, the names that are familiar, it is not good enough for them to lead. They have to lead by bringing others along. And so just trying to get even deeper with those leaders and expand their role.
And I think most folks are familiar with what you've got in front of you on a conference side. What are the Buccaneers looking at on the non-conference schedule this year?
Non-conference, we got Citadel as usual, go to ECU, go to UGA, get to play over there at the Hedges. So got a very challenging schedule, which I like to, that's the only way I want to do it. So kudos to Jeff Barber for scheduling very challenging schedules, because we want to know who we are and what we have. And the goal is to be the best in the country, and you have to play the best in order to be the best.
Well, we wish you the best of luck in those games and throughout the season. Coach Denson, appreciate the time, and we thank you for watching another part of our football preview for the 2021 season.